So in this module, when you're going through the text portion of the module, I want you to think of the familiar, unfamiliar, and comfortable, uncomfortable situations in terms of your mentality as an individual and the mentality as a collective. And I'd like for you to take some notes. Be sure to take your notes now as you're going through this process because you're so early on in the course. You're going to notice a lot of subtle changes at the end if you've taken adequate notes, as opposed to if you don't, you won't notice them so much. In becoming familiar or distancing ourselves from something as to make it unfamiliar, we want to understand on a fundamental level that change is inevitable. It's evolution, it's innovation, and it is everywhere happening all the time. So I always tell my clients the best advice I can offer anyone is to tell them to get comfortable being uncomfortable. However, getting here and maintaining that mindset was not simple. And this is the main reason, the main driving force behind my creating these short courses for you guys, because really, if there was just a little something here and there to help me to get on that path for myself and understand and know myself so I could make that transformation, then I would have experienced greater ease in the process. So that's what I wanted to do here with you guys. I want to facilitate your understanding that we're all on an awakening journey right now. We are spiritual beings living a human experience. And I say all the time, this is soul school. There's no pearly white gates. There's no burning lake of fire waiting for us on the other side of this life. It's that whole free will thing. Choose wisely. Heaven or hell, this is it. So taking that into consideration and straight to heart, I hope you can embrace that idea and the concept that we're here to learn. This is my experience, and everything in my experience is me pushed out in some form. So my question to you would be at this moment, what are you pushing out? If you have a question on that, then ask yourself, take a step back. What am I experiencing? What am I receiving? I want to see where that lies within you, because like attracts like, right? I won't get too deep into it here, but just to touch on it in my 12 Laws of the Universe course that I'm doing. It'll be available soon. I touch on the different laws and how they appear and develop and show up in our life when we're using them or when we're not realizing that we're using them, because we're always manifesting. So everything that we do, every thought that we have has the potential to become a thing in our life. And so we need to be able to control our mind so that we're not controlled by our mind. I always say either you control your mind or it controls you. And in this module, it really goes back to the fundamental concepts of things. Just working through the situation with a different mindset, with a different idea, with a different set of methods and techniques along your path to finding what is really resonant and what really works for you. Because just because things work for me or someone else doesn't mean that that's the thing or things that work best for you. This is only to facilitate your learning, your experience, to help you grow and evolve and transform into your highest version yet. And I take this job very seriously. It is absolutely incredible to have these opportunities to meet people like you guys and share everything that I'm sharing with you, for you, and learn from you while I'm teaching, because we're all having different experiences. We're all having different outcomes. We're all having different ideas and corresponding issues. So some of them are similar and some of them are not. It's really when we dive deep into certain aspects and reflecting rather upon our past experiences that we are able to identify those things. But we have to meditate. We have to calm our mind. We have to release negativity through journaling and other practices of that nature. So let me just get back into this here. I want you guys to go ahead and go through each of these little worksheets here. Whichever ones really call out to you first, you can start with. I put them in a particular order here. I think they work best in that order. That's my recommendation. So maybe you like to stick to that for a while. Try those for a few days, each of them for several times for a few days or so. And whenever you feel like you've grasped the concept of each of them, then, move forward. And at the end of the module, you can determine which ones worked best for you. And if you have any questions or anything like that, post them down bottom, because more than likely somebody else is going to benefit from those questions too. I always say we're always students and we're always teachers all the time. It's how open-minded are we to receiving those lessons and recognizing those things in people. How aware, how mindful are we? So those are some good questions for reflection. But thanks so much for joining me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and let you get into your exercises, and I look forward to hearing your comments. So thanks so much for being the best part of my program, and welcome to my journey. Thank you for allowing me to be part of yours. Namaste. Namaskar. I'll see you in the next segment.